everybody, my name is Doctor Spartan, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get all the skulls in Halo 3. So the first skull is blind, and what you want to do is in Sierra 117, start from mission start, which you have to do that to get the skulls anyway, and just kind of fight your way through this little area here, the first area where you fight, and I'm just going to fast forward it from here. And what you'll want to do, you'll want to walk over to this ledge right here, and you see there's a rock sticking out, and there is your blind skull. The next skull is the iron skull, which is at the end of Sierra 117. So you're going to want to jump up that little crate there. It's on the side right after you fight the chieftain. And just keep walking along this ledge. And it'll be tucked away in this corner right here. Press your weapon button, or pick up what button, Jesus Christ, to pick up the skull. The next skull is at the very beginning of Crow's Nest. This is the black eye skull.
Any of our birds squawking?
So you'll just want to jump up here, jump up there, and jump up there. And the skull will be at the end of this pipe, and this one will pick up automatically because you don't have a weapon. And of course, you want to beat Miranda Keys up with it, because what else would you do?
We knew they'd find us eventually, but we have a plan. Let's make it happen. Let's go! Ouch! Ouch!
Arbiter and I will try the opposite.
The next skull is also in Crow's Nest. You'll want to have grabbed the grav lift from the last area, and this is the Grunt Birthday Party skull. So when you get to the edge here, you'll want to try to drop into that pipe there. So walk slowly off, and I missed. That's okay, that's why we grabbed the grab lift here. Toss that down, jump in, and go up. And there's your Grunt Birthday Party skull. Hooray! The next skull is on Savo Highway, and it is right after you get out onto the highway. This is the Tough Luck skull. You'll want to jump up on this pipe here. And I hit some kind of weird barrier there. I think it had to do with the cutscene triggering. I don't know. And just keep going. And you'll want to jump down onto this cliff here. Now, I had a moment here where I derped and forgot where to go. So, bear with that for a moment. And eventually I realized you just want to kind of drop down. It's okay, you won't die. Land on that metal structure right there, this part specifically. And if you turn to your left, there will be a part of the cliff sticking out, and there is your skull. And what do? You drop it off the edge, of course. The next skull is on the mission, the Storm, and it is the catch skull. So you want to make your way into this lake bed, where there's like 3 or 4 ghosts, not 5 or 6, and an anti-air wraith. Now, contrary to popular belief, you can take out the anti-air wraith. It's the regular wraith that the Phantom drops that you cannot destroy. Otherwise, the skull will disappear. So you'll just want to clear the area of enemies here. Once you're done that, you'll want to kind of park your ghost in here. There's a bunch of different ways to do this. I just find this the easiest. And do a grenade jump. Make sure you get on top of the silo and pick up your skull. The next skull can be found on the mission Floodgate, and it is the Fog Skull. It's right at the beginning of the mission, so you don't have to do a whole lot. So, when you walk up here, there will be one single flood that spawns. And you'll want to shoot him, and I didn't quite get him that time. It's okay, you can just go right back to the last checkpoint.
Chief, make your way.
And here we can... Pretty sure I get him this time. Yep. And you'll want to pay attention to where it lands, and claim your skull. The next 2 skulls are found on the mission, the Ark. And you'll want to come to this area. It's right after you fight the brutes by the Marines' vehicles, and the 2 prowlers come, and I tried to drive my ghost up there, but to no avail. You don't really need it, I just wanted to see if it could be done. So you want to hop up on this rock and hop up onto the bigger rock, and jump onto this little platform area here. And you'll want to walk all the way to the last little beam there. I almost tried to go to that one, but you want to walk to this beam here. And as you approach it, you'll want to throw a grenade there and do a grenade jump to get up into the middle of the beam, and you can claim your skull. The next skull is the Cowboy Skull. Cowbell Skull. And it'll be right after you fight the Scarab on the Ark. You'll want to go into the little building in the middle and take a grab lift. And I'm just going to fast forward here. Also worth noting here, I encounter a bit of a glitch. I decided to stand on top of Spark, and in an effort to fling me off, he confused himself and ended up zapping at the wall. So I had to give him a little inspiration, or, like I said, a little spark.
It seems I crossed a second. Let me have a look. Oracle! Little bastard stoned me! I did not want you to come to any harm. Exit this way.
Alright, so you're going to want to walk through this room and walk down the ramp as usual. Throw the grav lift right about there and jump in, get a jumping start, and claim your skull. The next 2 skulls can be found on the mission The Covenant. The first of which is at the second tower that the elites were sent to deactivate. You'll want to get in the Hornet as usual, as you would progress through the mission. Just fly, and this is the second tower that I just mentioned. It's got no real, like, ground support, so you'll want to just fly to the tower.
The second tower is clear, Spark. No need to land.
Then land on the ramp here. Go up. And here you go. You can claim your skull. This is the Thunderstorm skull. The next skull is the I would have been your daddy skull. This one is complicated. There's 7 Halo rings, as you know. All of them have a hologram in the last room of the mission. So, you have to jump through the rings in a certain combination to get the skull to appear. That combination I have burnt into my mind from all the times I've helped my friends to get this skull. That combination is 4654534. And as you see here, I will jump through all the rings. I'm literally jumping through rings for you people. So, I'm going to fast forward through this. And if done correctly, the rings will light up as they just did, and they'll keep going like that. So you'll want to make your way back to where you were after the Arbiter kills the Prophet. And the skull will be waiting for you on the light bridge. So pass installations 06 and 07. And you may now claim your skull. And if you stand by the rings, you'll hear them play you a nice little song. The next skull is located in the mission Cortana. This is the Tilt Skull. So once it's a little bit of a platforming challenge, but you'll get to a big open room, and you'll want to jump up these little flood, disgusting things. So I miss it the first time, that's okay, just jump right back up, and you'll want to make sure you jump the way I do, or else your head will hit the ceiling. And normally the skull would be in this pile of bones and nasty blood, but I already picked it up and had to re-record this. So apologies for that, but that's where that skull would be. The final skull is on the last mission of Halo 3, Halo. So, as you can see, I'm right at the start of the mission. It's right there. And you'll want to go into the cave, as you're supposed to, and shoot the icicles, because you can. And when you can, you'll make a right turn, and the skull will be tucked away at the dead end there. So that does it for this. Don't like if you don't want to, but if you did find it helpful, a like would be great, and subscribe for more.